Hey everyone, welcome back to Movies with Mia. If you're new to the channel, hi. I'm Mia Tiffany, and here we are watching the greatest classic films throughout history. Today, we are off on another adventure with Dr. Watson and Sherlock Holmes. First things first, before we get started, I would like to shout out my Golden Oscar patrons. Guys, thank you so much for your continued support of the channel. And if you're interested in becoming an exclusive VIP Tiffany Club member, then I highly encourage you to check out that Patreon link, which is in the description box below. Today, we are watching the 4th episode in the Granada television series, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, titled The Solitary Cyclist. But before we get into that, I would like to share a little bit more on Conan Doyle's other literary works. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle had quite the portfolio of works apart from his Sherlock short stories. Throughout his career, he had written well over 300 fictions of all genres, including history, fantasy, adventure, science fiction, crime, drama, and the list goes on and on. Not to mention 1,200 other works, including pamphlets, plays, poems, essays, and this ranging of all different genres, from spiritualism to politics. He was an avid writer. In fact, Conan Doyle preferred writing historical novels over writing Sherlock short stories. His relationship to the titular character was that of a sort of love-hate relationship, which is understandable because it kind of reminds me of like an actor being typecasted, like playing the same role over and over. I'm sure that Conan Doyle wanted to kind of challenge himself in his writing, so it's understandable. But despite his own feelings towards Sherlock Holmes, the audiences could not get enough of the short stories, so he continued writing them. And luckily for us, the Sherlock short stories have had the great fortune of withstanding time, so we get to enjoy them today. Now, with that being said, this is my first time watching The Solitary Cyclist, and I am so excited to get into it. But before we do that, y'all know the deal. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification to stay in the loop. Alright everyone, it is time to grab your snacks, grab your drinks, put on those deerstalker hats, and let's get into The Solitary Cyclist. I will never get tired of this intro ever. I always wondered what the murder is that they're talking about in this first scene. Like, are they ever going to explain that? Loving the landscape, the scenic views. Oh no, not a gun, no! Oh, and it's all full. That's just to scare her. He's not gonna shoot her in broad daylight. Come on, we know better than that. I feel so nervous if somebody was behind me and I'm like cycling and we're the only 2 people on this road. What? Definitely love the eeriness of this score. I don't know if I've noticed the score in the past episodes, but this one is pretty prominent.
Watson, the chemical reaction will solve the mystery. Mr. John Vincent.
Shall I take notes?
No, I will dictate in the fullness of time.
I love how the last episode also started with him doing some sort of science experiment.
There's a young lady wishes to see you, Mr. Holmes. She's very well
Not
spoken.
a convenient moment.
It is a matter of great urgency, Mr. Holmes.
It's like, okay. It's like, fine. I guess I'll wait. This better be, like, super important then.
Miss,
Violet Smith.
Very well. So ardent a bicyclist must be full of energy.
roughening on the side of the soles caused by the friction of the pedals.
Oh, okay, Dr. Watson, I see you, boo. With your deduction. Look at you. Sure looks all happy.
You will excuse me, but it is my business. You will observe, Watson, the spatulate finger ends. This lady is a musician.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, I teach.
Interesting. I love how he's teaching Dr. Watson kind of the deduction process. That's really cool.
My mother and I were left without a relation in the world, except for one uncle, Ralph Smith, who went to Africa, and we have not had a word from him since.
So I wonder if the uncle left the family money.
About 4 months ago, the solicitor introduced me to a Mr. Carruthers and a Mr. Woodley. They were on a visit from South Africa.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. Kissing my hand like a gentleman.
I wish I could tell you your uncle left you a vast fortune. However, I myself am not without means.
Bro, I have to stop it, because these 2 men, their hair is like totally 1980s. This is not 1880s hair.
I am now a widower with a 10-year-old daughter, young Sarah.
He's a little strange.
She needs a music teacher.
He wants to give you a job.
Oh, like a governess-ish. Sure. Take it. This actress looks like Julie Andrews just a little bit in the face.
I will pay you £100 a year.
100 a year.
Yes.
Which you obviously accepted.
Yes.
What is 100 pounds a year? I have to do the calculations. Someone will already do it in the comments, but...
Tell me about your life at Chiltern Grange.
I would take the train to Farnham, then bicycle to the house. The little girl's name was Sarah.
May I try it again?
Of course.
Of course.
For me, when I think of, like, England, the first thought is London, right? Like the city. So, I don't know. I love that they really do show a lot of the English countryside.
Mr. Carruthers, an extremely kind and considerate host, was appreciative of my work.
It sounds idyllic. What happened to spoil it?
However, did you guess?
I mean, at this point, why are we even asking that? He deduces, darling.
A visitor.
Mr. Woodley, tell me about his visit.
He was to stay for a week. To me, it seemed like 3 months. Odious red moustache.
Odious red moustache. Oh, no. I don't like the way he's looking at her. I don't trust him.
A gentleman to see you, sir.
Will you excuse me?
Oh, don't leave her alone. Oh, no. Oh, ew. Ew, 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 ew. I don't like the way he's looking at her at all. He just seems so smug, and I don't like it. Okay, bye. Oh, he closes the door. Oh, no, that's never good.
Better. He isn't young like us.
Wish you wouldn't blow smoke in my face.
When women say they wish you wouldn't do something, it generally means the exact opposite.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't. It means don't touch me and don't blow smoke in my face, sir.
I won't leave you alone.
What do you mean?
I'm asking you to marry me. It's from the heart. I did very well out in South Africa.
Oh, he's South African. That's why he has that accent. Don't touch me.
The idea is ludicrous.
What about a little kiss peck on the cheek?
No.
Please stop it.
Oh, I told you before about women who say stop.
It means stop. Oh, no, 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 baby. I don't want to kiss.
Mr. Carruthers, will you stop it?
Oh. Okay, he did not punch him that hard. Come on now. He didn't even punch him. He shoved him slightly.
Get out of this house! I'm going.
Get out of here, buddy.
mates.
Go, go, go. Away. Freaking weird, bro. You can't go around grabbing women, making them love you. That's not how you do that. And no means no, sir.
My most sincere apologies for what has happened. If I give you my assurance that it will not happen again, will you stay?
Yes, I will stay.
I understand her. I understand her decision. He's a sweet man. It was just a weird circumstance.
The blackguard.
Mr. Woodley left the house, and I have not seen him since.
Has there been any change in Mr. Carruthers? Please continue.
Yes.
I noticed that they keep shooting her silhouette shot before she turns, rather gracefully, might I add. And I wonder if that's intentional or if it's just a stylistic choice that the director decided to go with.
Mr. Carruthers shows a great deal of interest in me. He is a perfect gentleman, but a girl always knows.
So I believe.
I love Watson so much. Oh my god, I don't want to see him leave. I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready.
And I assume that these feelings are not reciprocated?
I am already engaged.
To
The name
whom?
of this very fortunate young man is?
Cyril Morton. We're to be married at the end of the summer.
What if Woodley is stalking her? Woodley is stalking her, huh? That's what it is.
I am being followed.
I knew it!
Every Saturday morning, I bicycle from the house. There is one very lonely stretch of road.
That is so creepy. Like, why are you doing that, bro? Come on. If it is Woodley, like, that's not how you're gonna get her affection, bro.
I was passing this place when I chanced to look back and saw a man.
And of course he looks incredibly terrifying. Well, at least it's broad daylight.
Mr. Carruthers has ordered a horse and traps, but they've not yet arrived.
And this morning?
He was following me again. I stopped completely, but he did the same.
We can see you, bro. I don't know if you know that we can see you, but we can freaking see you.
There is a sharp turning of the road, and I'd stopped and waited.
Oh,
Seemed
and he's
to
just
disappear
gone?
into thin air.
I am extremely busy. I will find time.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
I do like the fact that he does show moments of compassion for his clients. So, yeah, I really like that.
Very lovely girl. You really think she may be in some danger, Holmes?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yes.
He said, oh, yes. I think so, too.
Holmes found that he had business which detained him in London. So he dispatched me, that I might observe Miss Smith's passage.
Some of the audiences, they weren't too pleased with the short story because Sherlock wasn't as present as he is in other short stories. I personally love Dr. Watson, so I'm fine with doing, like, Watson doing a solo mission.
The setting was just as she had described. I selected the only available cover and waited.
Oh, I love that perspective shot. Look at him! Look at him! He's so cute with his freaking hat. Absolutely love David Burke so much. Oh, there he is. Oh! Oh, and he just waits for her. I like that camera shot where it's situated lower than the subject. Ooh, Oh, she turns around. She's like, oh, now you want to run away. Oh, she's like, now I'm following you. I'd be like, excuse me, sir, why are you following me? I can see you. What are you doing? Oh, that is such a wow, how beautiful. Oh, that's where the road curves. How is he just gone? Did you see it, Watson? Did you guys see it? I didn't see it. Well, that she got a little gumption there. She's like, I'm gonna follow you. See how you like it. Interesting. Oh, there he is again. And he goes back to that little area. I feel like it's someone in disguise. And it has to do with Mr. Woodley. Otherwise, they wouldn't have said anything. Oh, that was so great to have more time with Dr. Watson or David Burke.
Watson, you have wasted your time. Now, your hiding place was ill-chosen.
What should I have done?
Gone to the nearest public house.
He's like, I tried, Sherlock, you know? I'm not the great mind. I still love you, Dr. Watson. I think you did a great job.
I shall go back tomorrow.
We can do nothing useful until 7.
Did I really do remarkably badly?
Yes.
Yes. Didn't even save his feelings. Straight up said, yeah, you failed, bro. Wow. Gotta love good old classic Sherlock. I wonder if it's her employer.
Very beautiful.
It is
Carruthers.
a new piece. I need to practice it more.
No, I don't mean the music.
Oh, me?
Violet, I have a question to ask you.
I'm feeling some Darcy vibes. I'm sorry. He's like very like, I have a question to ask you.
Now, Carruthers has proposed.
You going to Farnham? Shall I come with you?
No, that will be neither useful nor necessary.
By the nearest public house.
They're not quite working together this time. They're kind of apart. Which is interesting because of the title, The Solitary Cyclist. That's a really interesting connection there. What in the world? Are you okay, sir? Is it all that cycling you did? Oh boy. That kid's like, what?
May I have half a pint of your local ale? I need some information. Tell me about the people at Charlington Hall.
You mean Mr. Williamson, sir?
Yes, actually, exactly. This innkeeper is really handsome. He's like fantastic cheekbones.
We dismissed him. An ex-clergyman, I reckon.
Tell me about the other people up at the house.
But he do have folk up there at weekends.
What sort of folk?
The sort you don't want to get too near for fear of getting burnt.
Oh, so they have like people come in the weekends. They're a little bit edgier than the normal people that live there.
And there's one fella in particular.
I'll wager he has a red moustache. I've never met the gentleman.
Oh, he's right there behind him. Mr. Woodley.
Well, now's your chance.
I'm telling you,
Mr.
it's all
Woodley.
connected.
The hell do you want coming here asking all them questions?
Clearly not a gentleman.
Did he just slap Sherlock? He's like, oh, it's time to take the jacket off, buddy.
Everybody here will bear witness that I am acting in self-defense.
Oh my god! He's gonna beat him up! Oh, we're doing this. Oh my god, no, Sherlock. Ooh. Oh, he's quick with the feet? With the hands? Ooh, got him. Good one.
A gentleman uses the straight.
Ooh, get him, Sherlock. Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. He dodged all of those punches. I love the stage fighting. It's so great. His butt. That was so good. Very well done. I really wasn't expecting Sherlock to win, I'm not gonna lie, with the stance, okay? But that was a really cool scene. I liked that we kind of got to see a different side of Sherlock. He's like, oh, you punched me? Oh, I'm gonna get you. I liked that.
There's that horrible man again.
Oh my god, it's Mr. Woodley.
Dear Mr. Holmes, I will be leaving Mr. Carruthers' employment.
Ooh, something feels really foreboding. So what if it is Carruthers? I feel like they're working together for some weird reason to ensnare this woman for her beauty, question mark? I'm confused.
Listen, I fancy that is our Miss Smith. She'll be past Charlington Hall before we can meet her.
So what can we do?
We could run.
Oh, I knew he was gonna say run. Oh my god, that's so crazy.
I should have allowed for that earlier train.
Run for your life! What? What if Carruthers is like, you're never leaving me. You're staying and teaching music to my daughter and marrying me.
It's abduction. Stop that horse.
But carefully, Watson. Carefully, Watson.
Come on, Watson.
But the question is, why abduct? The only reason is because she refused Woodley. Oh, please be careful.
Holmes.
What?
Where did you get that cart?
It was on the road.
Where is Miss Violet Smith?
That's what I'm asking you. You were in her cart.
Oh, was he trying to save her? What if he's like what if he's like a PI and he's been like following her to protect her?
Somebody seems to have gone through this way. Where are you going?
The house.
They didn't go to the house. They went this way to the left.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Oh my god. So this solitary cyclist was trying to save her. He wasn't trying to cause her ill will. What? He's trying to force a marriage? And that's Williamson. Oh my god, they're trying. He's trying to force her to marry him.
I pronounce Anne and wife. Congratulations.
Thanks, old man. I'm married.
Oh my god. That's not fair.
Don't, Carruthers.
Oh, that's Carruthers. It's me.
I'll see this woman righted if I have to swing for it.
Oh my god, he was the one that was following her. This was an episode.
She's my wife.
She's your widow.
By the Lord, I'm a man of my word.
Give me that revolver.
Who are you to be giving these orders?
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock motherfucking Holmes. Give me the revolver, sir.
How are the patients, Doctor?
Miss Smith's very well.
And Woodley.
Alas, I have no doubt he will live.
Under no circumstances can she be considered his wife.
There's no way. There was no witness. He had her against her will. She didn't say I do. She had a thing in her mouth. Come on. There's got to be a way to annul it.
Indeed, it is a very serious felony. You might tell me your story.
You squeal on us. I'll serve you as you serve Woodley.
Sit down, dude. Who even are you?
Why don't you tell us?
Very well. The three of you came across from South Africa.
Wrong.
Woodley acquired this creature after our return.
He called him a creature. Wow, they must have real bad blood between them.
You and Woodley had known Ralph Smith, and you found out that his niece would inherit his fortune. You made the mistake
Of falling in love with her.
in love with her.
So technically he was kind of being a little bit malicious in his intent until he fell in love with her, and then he wanted nothing but to protect her. So very interesting turn of events.
The first time that ever I knew what love was.
Why didn't you tell her?
No, don't
Because
cry.
she would have left me. I couldn't bear to face that.
Oh my god, he's actually really crying. Oh my god, I feel with him. I feel so bad for him.
But I tried to protect her, following her on my bicycle, to see she came to no harm.
Why was Woodley chosen as the husband?
Because he's young.
We played cards for her.
You played cards for her? And you lost? It's like flip a coin, we'll see who's the husband. Gee whiz.
I have the results of the trial.
I would expect Woodley to get 10 years, Williamson 7, and Carruthers probably 6 months.
What? Remarkable. It's like, obviously.
That is exactly right.
I sent out for the early edition.
Oh. That's cheating.
There is more splendor yet to come. Watch carefully.
The chemical reaction that will solve the mystery of Mr. John Vincent Harden.
This is the answer.
I don't know what's supposed to happen or what the result is, but I'm intrigued. Oh my gosh. What did they just mix? It cannot be good.
Is that the answer, Holmes? Yes, that is the answer, boss.
They're like dying in there. They had to call the fire department. Oh, that was a good end. Fantastic episode. I did like that we kind of had like an instance in this episode where we saw Dr. Watson alone kind of try and help along the mystery, and then when that didn't work, according to Sherlock's standards, Sherlock went alone to kind of figure it out a little bit more. I think that was cool that they kind of went independently to kind of figure this out. That was kind of cool to see them work solo. And then the whole fight scene with Sherlock and Mr. Woodley was fantastic, fantastically blocked. I really loved watching him kind of get into his like fighting stance, even though it looked kind of silly, but he did his thing and he won the fight. But that was really cool to see that aspect of Sherlock. I feel like every single episode we're kind of introduced to a new layer of Sherlock. There's always something slightly new that we kind of get to discover about him. And then, of course, because I love David Burke as Dr. Watson, to be able to kind of see him more in this episode and see him kind of go onto his own solo thing was such a treat. And then the contents of the episode, like the fact that Mr. Woodley was trying to like force her to marry him. I feel like that's crazy. Like, yeah, I really enjoyed that. So thank you guys so much for watching it with me. On to the outro. All right, everyone, that does it for this video. As always, if you liked it as much as I did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to become an official Tiffany Club member, then I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification to stay in the loop. If you want to see this episode's full reaction, you will find it on my Patreon, as well as our Flick Pick polls, which allow you to vote for future videos, and our MWM live streams, where every other Friday at 6 p.m. AZ time, we come together and we watch one classic film live via Zoom. If that's something that sounds of interest to you, then go ahead and check out that Patreon link, which is in the description box below. In the next video with Sherlock and Dr. Watson, we are going to be watching episode 5, The Crooked Man, which sounds a little scary, so I'm a little nervous. But if you haven't seen or read The Crooked Man, I suggest that you check it out before checking out the reaction, and I have provided links down in the description box of where I bought my physical copy of The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. If you have a recommendation for any classic Hollywood films, head on over to my website, www.miatiffany.com, scroll all the way down, and you will find our recommendation form there. I did not have a burning question today. However, if you have a burning question that you want to ask me, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. Also, feel free to DM me on Instagram and Twitter. My handle is @MammaMiaTiffany. I'm also available on email. My email is miawilliams642@gmail.com. As always, guys, I have so much fun doing this with all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe and healthy out there, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye, everyone. But before we get into that, I wanted to share a little bit more on Conan Doyle's other literary, let's try that again, okay, science fiction crime drama. I said crime, comma drama, not crime drama. Okay, one more time. But despite his own feelings towards Sherlock Holmes, the audiences, let me try that again. It's like a tongue twister, dang, okay. I did it.